Here's your forecast from the First Alert Weather Team.
Here in the early goings of November, the average high temperature for the port city and most of southeastern North Carolina is lower 70s. That's where we were yesterday. The pattern we're in doesn't keep us seasonably cool or even cooler than average for very long. We're right back up to a little bit above average today and into tonight and also tomorrow. East and northeast breezes swinging around to southeast, so we just pushed the temperature envelope that much more. Middle and upper 70s today, upper 70s and lower 80s for Election Day. Let's take it from 3 p.m. today forward hour by hour with this Cape Fear and Carolina cloud and future radar model. Mixed skies and an odd shower here. I think the model makes sense in that more showers, a chippier future radar kind of directed into South Carolina and the mountains, places to our south and west, a better chance to get wet over the next 24. So here's a sunsplash view from Elizabethtown, the Corner Cafe, courthouse complex in view across Poplar. The flags responding to a fresh east and northeast breeze, and similar vibes from the Murchison Building view in downtown Wilmington, where it is officially 76 degrees. An east breeze at latest check clocked at 10 miles an hour. That's got the dew points in the 60s. If you're a classic fall weather fan, you want something a little more crisp than this, but this is what we've got to offer you going through the week, and a barometer that's just too high to lend itself to any widespread rain and storms. Temperatures all over the map in the lower and middle 70s. As I argued a moment ago, they've got a little more room to grow, and as yet they are 2468 degrees higher than this time yesterday for perspective. Nothing on the radar scan at now 1220. Let's go to the tropics, where Tropical Depression 18 continues to try to pull itself together into a storm that'll be called Rafael. 18 is centered between Jamaica and Colombia. And one way to scrutinize its cone from the National Hurricane Center is like this, is to say, is there any impediments in its journey in terms of land that could interrupt its strength? But really not much of it. Western Cuba, the largest landmass in the cone until, at the very end of it, South Louisiana. And there's really not much cool water on its journey. We find some of the nearshore waters of the Gulf cooler than 78 degrees, but for the most part on 18 future Rafael's path, it avoids cool water. And there's going to be some bouts of wind shear that could hold it back, but it's not going to be a constant thing. So the official forecast from the National Hurricane Center does give this system a chance and a likelihood to become a hurricane, at least for a time. If that weren't enough, we have another broad area of low pressure north of the islands that has low development odds over the next 7 days, with both features no definable threats to the Carolinas. We'll watch it day to day, Bill. That's what we do in Atlantic hurricane season. 7 days expands to 10 as far as your forecast on your screen and always on your WECT weather app. More at or above average temperatures in the suite. Back to you.